right. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. We're 6 minutes till open. I haven't done an analysis yet on NQ, so let's just do one quickly together. Okay, let's start off here with the daily, top left. Yesterday we had bearish. I don't know what this eye's doing there, but we had a bullish push. Looks like we had a decent sized wick, kind of really extending into the extension levels of 1.25 of the most recent. Sorry, everyone. Okay. All right. Okay, more. All right. Let's get back to it. So daily expansion yesterday. I've got 4 minutes to create a bias here. Today price pushed lower. It went into this daily order block and then kind of pushed away. Okay, so that's what the daily is showing us. 1 hour, similar situation. You can see here we've expanded at 6. Is that 6 p.m. or sorry, 6 a.m. yesterday into highs, and then we pulled back further. Okay, 1 hour. So looking for meaningful levels and levels that we don't need anymore. So let's clear some of these items up. Let's see if this is meaningful at all. This bullish order block. You know what? Like again, like this I'm not crazy about, right? Where price kind of pushed all the way down into this 1 hour BISI. Poked below it. Now it's pushing back above it again. Like this is not like great 1 hour PA. Like what would have been great if price stood up here and like wicked lower and then started pushing higher. Like that's something that we want to see from bullish BISIs. But all in all here, like what's the 1 hour telling us today? It's that we're pulling back, and technically this is going to be the high here that it's going to have to break to shift its structure to the upside. All right, it did push into a bullish order block here on the 1 hour, and it pulled away from it. But all in all, again, nothing too crazy here on the 1 hour. 15-minute. Let's give this a bit more color. Let's look at session highs and lows. Okay, so we got Asia above us, not tapped. We got London above us, not tapped. And then now we're in the 7 to 930 range. Okay, so I'm liking how this level is creating. It's all creating on the lower half of this like light, like this line here, or like this grouping of lines. It's the new dog of 722. So we're probably gonna freaking blast through it and take London highs any second now. Okay. I really hope we don't and we pull back, and that's going to be our bias for the session going long. I really hope this relative equal high stays open. Okay, 5 minute here. Again, nothing worth mentioning on the bottom right. And then we've got our 1 minute here. Okay, so let's expand the 1 minute a bit. We have our first presentation fair value gap. You can see how nicely it got rejected earlier today at 720 and at 730. The RTH gap is going to be really small. So what does that mean? Price is most likely going to stop, guys, right after the open. So rules are RTH, especially below 20, if not 40, we're going to wait till 10 o'clock. Okay. So at 10 o'clock, we do have news, which is good. My memory recalls me correctly. Forex Factory, I'm checking quickly. We got 10 o'clock Richmond Manufacturing Index, and it looks like Powell was speaking at 8:30 today in the morning. So let's wait for the play at 10 o'clock, or at least at 9:50. Something's extremely clear. We're going to start eyeing things. So this is when we will take a trade. Okay. And then the last level that I'm looking at is, let's look at the 6 a.m. first presentation fair value gap and see if it's even worth, coloring it in. So it looks like the 6 a.m. first presentation fair value gap, it's going to be right here. But it's so close to this one right here. I'm just going to have this as like, is this even worth mapping? So this is the 6 a.m. first presentation fair value gap. But you know what? Let's put it in here just for good sake. So this is the 6, today is Tuesday, 6 a.m. first presentation fair value gap of 722. Did we open yet? Yeah, we just opened right now. Okay, so we took London highs and we dropped lower right away. Had a feeling to be taken any second now. We have a rejection lower. Let's see what you guys are saying here. So hey Alex and more. ES already took London highs and NQ just did that right now. So all in all, you can see here price took out a bunch of liquidity here to the downside. This is all liquidity here. Right, just a bunch of like lows. And price right now is pulling back. Okay, so was there an opportunity to short right after the open? I don't think so, guys. Like it just went into London highs and just crashed right lower. So you'd have to catch it 15 seconds after the open, but I got burned so many times trying to play the 930 candle that I stopped. And we're just going to let price do its thing. We got relative equal lows here, which we're just taking here. Okay. My analysis today is too slow. And then let's see what it wants to take lower. It's about to take 7 a.m. lows here, which is a pool of liquidity. It's taken it. Man, it is really crashing. First presentation is going to be taken as well. Let's see where first presentation is today. So I always look at RTH hours. And it looks like it didn't take out liquidity for the drop. So this might be the Judah swing, guys. Okay. But today's first presentation, this might be it here. We'll know in 30 seconds. This is going to be Tuesday, New York. First presentation, 722. Okay. All right. On my leader account, MNQ. All right. 5 seconds till this confirms today's first presentation. And today we're going to be creating our bias against this. Okay. There it is, guys. First presentation of the day. Mapped pretty early on. If we're going long, we do want to see this broken to the upside, retest it, and then we'll start taking highs. But if it's below it, not interested in longs. 5-minute chart looking again. Looking pretty brutal to the downside. We have Asia highs as a possible target here on the 15-minute. Four-hour might create a dirty high test kind of going into this. So what we have here is, I don't really use the 4-hour table, but here is a 4-hour SIBI. You can see how price is respecting and how it will in 25 minutes respect to the downside. This is kind of indicating, bullish pressure from a 1-hour perspective. Again, like remember how I said, like this like a messy rejection to the upside. You can see price broke below, it came back above, all the bodies closed, to the mean threshold of both of these essentially and crashed lower. Okay. So if we want to see longs, we do want to get above this level and start rejecting higher. What time are you looking to trade? To be honest, around news. That's going to be the driver for today. That's, I think, where liquidity is going to pick up. And that's when we're getting a drive into. So remember, one more thing that I started to do, and give me 1 sec here, everybody, is I started trading time more than price. I think time is more important because how ICT always says time than price. There's a reason why he says it. And it took me a really long time to understand that. But around 10 o'clock, we have orange folder news, and that's going to be most likely the push of volume that we're looking for today's trade. So price right now went into first presentation fair value gap of today's and Monday's. It rejected. Nothing here is saying go long right now. We're just below too many key levels. And yesterday I did close pretty strong on my day. I closed with 650 per account. So we can go over some of the trades yesterday in the afternoon session and in the closing macro. And we'll do that later on once price kind of slows down and really is showing us nothing. But right now I'm still observing time. I don't see it. Like there's nothing really clear here. And remember, when we're trading, we want to see clear targets, clear market structure. We're not guessing. And if nothing presents itself, then nothing presents itself. But this rejection right here is interesting. Let's watch. And again, if price rejects this, like how much lower can it go? This is really nice body closure here. We got Asia lows here below us. So these are Asia lows. Could be taken. But I'm not like, you know, if I were to take it from here, sure. I don't know. A 1 to 3 to 1. I don't know if I'm not interested in a 1 to 3 to 1 so deep into a bearish, you know, pull. If I see some more rejections here, like if price wicks one more time here and closes below all these levels, I might take a short. For like a quick scalp. Let's see, what level is this here? 267.25. 267.20. But yeah, there's I don't want to see these bodies break above mean threshold on Monday's first presentation. Let's see what it wants to do here. This might be like the 21 handles. In 30 seconds. I'm liking the 15-second rejections. You know what? I'm going to take a small short here. I'm risking a full risk. And let's see if we can drive to 267. 267.50. 267. All right, here's my position. Something like that. It's like a 1.7 to 1. So this is just going to be a momentum play here. How much am I liking it out of 10? I'll tell you guys right now, 6.5. This is not something that I wanted to see. This candle rise up so high up. But I'll hold the position. We broke below first presentation fair value gap. Really good rejections to the bottom side. RR could be better, but it's decent. And let's see if we can get a drive lower here to Asian lows. This is where I want to see price start to pull back here. I do want to see this 1 minute candle close within Monday's first presentation. I don't want to see it close above. If it closes above, this chance of succeed or success goes down drastically. So good closure. All right. Confidence is higher now that it's going to drive lower. $267.50. I want to make sure my level's correct here. $267.50. Okay. If I wasn't in the trade right now, I'd go in right now. And I'd be okay with a loss, but like this, right? Like this PA on the 1 minute, this is price action that is going to drive lower to Asia lows. We got 542 lows that I'm aiming for right now. Okay. Stop can be put above this high now. There's no reason for price to get back up to this level. That's where my stop is right now. I shaved off $70 worth of risk. I'm at break even now. Hold on. I don't want to break even yet. I think Dominic, why would price give me such a high rejection there? Put my stop actually above Monday's first presentation. This is my invalidation here. Once price breaks above that, I'm out. Okay. Come on, reach for those Asian lows here. Give us a nice little trade. What did I say? Did I say Asia lows? Yeah, I mean London lows, guys. Like this level here. 267.50 is my target. I'm at break. Yeah, I'm trailing my stop a bit to here now. This body high price. And I think at this point, when it's so close to your target, I think it's a good idea just to go to break even at that point and just let it ride. What? Why don't you want to break? What? So you know what's happening right now? It's bouncing off of 6 a.m. first presentation fair value gap. It needs to crash below it. My stop right now is dynamically moving on how these 1 minute and 50-second candles are closing. Okay. Now, okay, this 1 minute candle should be the drive lower now. If it respects this level one more time and it doesn't break through it, the 6 a.m. first presentation, it's going to pull back deeper. Okay. All right. Quick trade. If you guys enjoyed the wins, drop a like. But that was a nice little trade for the morning. So like refer to like what was I saying? I got in a bit early, but like once I saw this high test here and I saw it driving lower, that gave me more confidence. Like that was like the better entry. So I'd say my entry wasn't the best. I think the better entry was 2 minutes later, but it was a risk that I took because more often than not, what happens is this candle here, it does funny business. It wicks you, one sec. This wicks you out sometimes. And it could have done that. It's done it many times in the past. And sometimes when you wait for that initial wick, then you get in, you have a tighter stop, risk more, and that's when you kind of gain your confidence there. But like, here's a prime example of today's first presentation fair value gap and Monday's first presentation just grouped together, ultra powerful. Okay. So I love when I see this. Do you look at every 4-hour candle first? No, I don't. Whatever you guys see me do on stream, that's all I do. 4 hours, I don't do. 1 hours, I don't do. 15 minutes, maybe it's mostly 1 minute. Just keep it simple. So London lows have been taken. That's our trade. Couple minutes. Well, let's see if there's anything else worth taking today. What a quick little morning. Imagine just working like 10 minutes every day and just closing the charts. Give some longs. Yeah, that's kind of, so my favorite thing is session liquidity. London lows have been rated. London highs have been rated now. The market pushed 85 points to the downside. And like, where can price go next? So this is where I start exploring. Like I don't know sometimes, believe it or not. Looking at the 15-minute here, this low here looks sus, right? Because there's a huge drive from it. Oh, I know what it's going to do. Hold on here. So this was yesterday's drive higher. And you know what it didn't do? It never hit. It never traded into RTH. So let's figure out where RTH here was. 7. So I think it's going to go lower, guys, to be honest. But here's a 930 candle from yesterday. So this line here is yesterday's opening price. Oh, it already hit it. Okay. See, I am slow. Yesterday's opening price. And then the RTH gap of yesterday, I think it was around 40. So right now what it's doing, it's filling yesterday's untraded RTH gap. So my target, to be honest, could have been better here. I remember thinking about yesterday's RTH gap not being traded to, and I completely forgot about it. Let me see here. And then RTH gap, let's look at Friday, so this was Monday's open. Let's look at Friday's close here. Friday's close at 4:15. Okay. That's 4:16. Hold on. Let's be a bit more accurate here. Right? Market closes at 4:14. 4:15 candle. 4:14. Okay, right there. So this is Friday's close. So RTH low. Okay. So this area right here that we just filled in, and put this in your notes, guys. If the RTH gap doesn't get filled in on the same day, where we see explosive price action, something like this, like yesterday at 9:30, price just opened up and pushed higher. We had this RTH gap that wasn't traded to during RTH hours. Very important. Regular trade. Most likely the next day after is going to return to it. And to be honest, that's what it did today. So this here is, we can color this green. Be dark green. This is Monday's RTH gap. Okay. So our target, honestly, we could have at least targeted. It's tricky, right? I think it was a good target, but if you wanted a bit better, RTH lows, squeeze an extra couple hundred there. But it is what it is, guys. I'm liking this drop here. It filled Monday's RTH gap. And now it's going to, and now what the fuck is it going to do? 15-minute. We have a lot of low resistance liquidity here below us. Price could push to that. Alex, NDOG. Yeah, RTH gap and NDOG are two different things. Because NDOG is when the price opens up during electronic, right? RTH gaps are everything is regular or regular trading apps. NDOG is just like the close to the open at 6 p.m. at Asia. So, yeah. All right. Garbett throwing some shade at Muhammad. I took one long in London. I had an OCO problem in Ninja. Okay. Sucks. But hopefully you didn't lose too much. Or maybe you gained some money there. I don't know. Garbett. But all in all, guys, I don't know. Maybe this is the morning session. Really nice drive lower. Does it hurt me a bit that it's driving without me? Kind of. I'm not gonna lie. This is insane. What price is doing right now? But like it went through Monday's RTH gap. It's continuing to drive lower. This right here is probably the next target. I don't know if you guys want to chase this. I'm not. I'm just gonna let it go. And then from a daily perspective, price might be going into, so look at the daily perspective. It might be reaching into this daily fair value gap. So we got a low here. This is Friday's low. It's probably pushing into Friday's low. This is freaking crazy, guys. Okay, and Friday's low has been taken. Okay, now this is getting more and more painful. What did I take? A 1.7? Could have been a 7 to 1. Could have been a 7 to 1, man. Guys, I'm gonna give price today till 10:50. So, okay, question for the chat, guys. This market structure is a good candidate for what? See if anyone here has the answer. Like for me to take a high probable trade, what is it a good candidate for? No one gets it. I'll be getting slapped. Yeah, so the answer is none of you got it. It's a good candidate for lunchtime macro. Can I stick around till lunchtime with you guys? Yeah, no, I can't. Not today, guys. I might shoot up as like If something's happening at 11:30, I might just do like a random live stream at 11:30 and see if you guys will jump on. But yeah, this is, guys, this is, let's see what happens at news at 10 o'clock. But right now we're in the daily fair value gap. Okay. If price were to turn around, I would want to turn around this area. Because like what do we have? Daily fair value gap. We got the mean threshold, or sorry, consequent encroachment of this wick right here. I'm not going to draw it in, but that's another area that price would want to pull back from. From a 1 hour 4 hour perspective, again, don't have much here. It would be nice to see this 4 hour candle close above like a 4 hour fair value gap here. From a 1 hour perspective, we just had Friday's low. And yeah, that's that, guys. So what we'll be waiting for, I don't know, we'll see. Watch this level here. It might invert, push price back to the upside. Like this is considered high risk longs. It's not the right time. We might get an inversion when at 10 o'clock, like right after news, like that might be where price starts pushing higher. But this is a candidate for lunchtime. Okay. So from 10:50 all the way till 1 o'clock, longs, look for longs. Remember, longs take away, or lunchtime macro takes away from people who took money in the New York session. Okay. That's what lunch does. We took all this low resistance liquidity on the 15-minute. And then, you know, from a daily perspective, I like how low it dug. I filled in some of this fair value here. But all in all, man, I am on such a hot streak recently. Okay, so let's wait for 10 o'clock news. It's in 3 minutes. Here's some trades I took yesterday. This was a trade. It was a continuation trade that I wanted to take short at 450. I was expecting the MOC market on close macro to pull price down to first presentation. That was my target. I got halfway there, pulled back, and I essentially got off at break even. So this was essentially like a $0 trade for me. This trade I took at right after 2 o'clock. So look what price did here. It's created the 130 afternoon first position fair value gap. Price pushed up higher. The best short would be right here, but I wasn't home. I was picking up my lunch. And when I got home and I finished eating my lunch, we were somewhere here. So kind of price came down. It created relative equal lows. It pushed back higher. I got in the trade. It dug into like the second fair value gap here, and then it dropped lower to my target. I managed to catch it right at the tip here. I got lucky. If not, it would have been a break-even trade for me. That was the second trade there. And then I think I took one more trade. Oh, and the third trade was in the morning with you guys. And I did manage to catch it as well. Where did I take it? Oh, it was taken on the 5-minute. So on the 5-minute, it's taken right here. There you go. That's where you can see it. So the 1 minute here was very messy, and I couldn't get a position size at the stop loss. But when I looked at the 5-minute, look at the 5-minute, guys. Look how all of these bodies are closing against this fair value gap here. And that's when I'm like, price is turning. Let me just put my stop at the most recent wick. None of the bodies past mean threshold here. This is going to be a fair value gap that's going to be supported to the downside. And it was a 5-minute position to the short here. So that was the short there. Okay. So you guys want to go in your charts, review it. It's pretty honestly clean trades that I was happy with. maybe not my last trade, but all in all, 10 o'clock is here. News is gonna kick in any second now. In 3 seconds. And let's see what we're gonna get here. Price is still showing bearishness to the downside, guys. All right, so 10 o'clock hits. What do you think of July market? I love it so far, to be honest. So I think it's very easy to trade. Just from my perspective, not for everyone. Really large ranges that I'm not capitalizing on, like for example this year. I could have at least done mean threshold of RTH gap, like a 3-to-1. So there's clearly some targeting issues from my end that I'm seeing, but I'm going to slowly start to back test and see. But I'm seeing a lot of these like runs that I'm missing, that I'm in it. I catch the top always. I think like as a trader, I think my entries are pretty good because a lot of my focus over the last 8 months and ICT's focus is getting in at the right time on the 1 minute, right? Because a lot of high time frame traders, they're like, you just got to get into the market, put your stop loss at a level that it's not going to get hit. And it doesn't matter if you get it now or an hour from now, you'll basically make money. But for me, I kind of took it down to the most granular level of trying to get the exact precise point, like right here where it's going to turn. But something that I haven't mastered yet is like my target placement. Like I always pick lowest hanging fruit, which is easiest, right? Asia's lows. But then like you're anticipating that price has to break the new day opening gap and it continues going low. It's just so maybe when I have a bit more money bagged just in general from payouts, maybe I'm just gonna let these trades just span out and it's either a massive trade or break even. I might move into that kind of model, but right now it's just these quick wins, and honestly 1.7-to-1 I'm happy with. What about June? I struggled the most, I'll tell you when, February and March. Those were really 2 rough months for me. And then over the last 3 months, to be honest, my trading was great. So, so far I'm liking the summer months. A lot of people are complaining. Don't get me wrong, Mohammed. Like a lot of people that I'm in, group, like everyone's just bitching about how summer months suck. And I think they do suck. Like I think if you guys are profitable, there's going to be easier months ahead of us. But all in all, guys, I think there's not much here for us today. Who here managed to catch a short today? Who managed to catch a short in the last like half an hour? No trades for me. Okay. Yeah. It was, guys, to be honest, 2 minutes after I got in, that was the clean entry. On the shorts. Asia's highs have been taken. I thought this was the Judah going down, to be honest, before it reverses. But when I kind of saw this kind of structure, I'm like, it's probably going to continue lower a bit. So I wasn't completely bought on price just dumping like a rock. Because price could have, dumped a bit and then pushed higher. So, but all in all, guys, so price right now is going to be slowing down. And right now, it's not the right time. The right time is going to be here. So if you guys want a bit of clarity for the future, and I'm probably going to jump off the stream soon. But the next trade that I want to take is going to be Earliest 10:50. Okay. Trade to be looked at here. Okay. And from 10:50 all the way till 11:30, I'm going to be eyeing the markets, guys, like till 12 o'clock, like 12:10. This range right here that I have in purple. This is where I want to take a lot. Okay. Somewhere within this time frame. And what I want price to do is I want it to keep going down and not really retracing far. Like I want it to continue like over the next little bit. I really hope it respects this and it keeps pushing lower. And then it starts doing something funny here. And then that's when we're just like yesterday. And then we start taking the longs. Okay. And then where's our target going to be? First high after 10 o'clock. That's a target. So target's going to be something here. Okay. So hopefully it pushes lower. I really hope it does. And this is going to be our trade ultimately. Okay. You guys have any questions before I drop off today? You guys 2 minutes and then I'm going to go grab breakfast. Okay. Yeah, so, as always, 10:06. I'm not going to keep you guys here. It's not the right time. We've just moved so many points, 200 points in half an hour. For something to happen right now, I don't think it will. I'm going to go take a break and I'm going to be back. I might live stream at 11:30. We'll see. If not, I'm just going to post you guys on what I'll take, if it's losses or wins. And on that note, yeah, like, sub if you guys enjoyed the stream. And tomorrow, let's see what's happening tomorrow. See if we have a high probability day tomorrow. No news tomorrow. Oh, 10 a.m. orange folder news. Perfect. Great. So I'll live stream tomorrow, same time, same strategies, and hopefully we make money for like the 6th day in a row. So yeah, what's Mohammed saying before I drop off? I feel like this pattern works all the time when market makes 2 FEGs in a row and fills in the first presentation and goes well crazy. Market will fill only one and the other one will go to the target. Yeah, you know what? I'm discretionary. I saw this play out so many times, so different ways, but I'm happy. Like today, my confidence was like 6.5 out of 10, as I said, when I entered. 2 minutes later, it got to like an 8, and I even scaled in as well. 2 contracts in before it dropped further. So guys, take care. Happy Tuesday and talk soon, guys.